Hey there, what's going on? We are here hanging out with Montel from Netgear, and this is your second visit here.
That's correct.
And when you were here a few months ago, you brought us a very cool pre-production product, and we were very excited to have a look at it. And it was this little nondescript box that enabled TVs to do some really impressive streaming tricks from the internet, from personal collections and all that stuff. And you promised to come back when it was ready to go, when it was shipping, and here you are. And the official name of this cool little device,
EVA 2000.
The EVA 2000, the Netgear EVA 2000 Digital Entertainer. Live. And when you showed us this before, it was very, very cool. It gave people the ability to basically turn any TV in their house, as long as it had an HDMI port, into... Or
actually HD.
Or
HD.
Component two?
Yep.
So it'll all work with this.
Right.
And you can actually stream YouTube videos. You can stream from on-demand rental services, like collections in your house, stuff on hard drives that you have, just like you have set up here. And it's all very cool. So why don't you tell us all about it? Because it's definitely, I'm sure there's plenty of people who didn't see the original preview, and now this is the real deal. So what do you got here?
So basically, it takes about less than 2 seconds to hook up. All you do is plug up, in this case we plugged up an HDMI cable, and we plugged it up Ethernet, okay, and you just plug in the plug. Then what it does, it will automatically start up, and it'll see anything that's in your collection. So in this case, it's going to see anything that's plugged up to your home network.
Okay.
So here it's pulling up everything that you have here.
So if you have a Windows computer on your network at home and you have it set up to share the music and video library that's built into there, it's going to automatically show up on this little box right here.
It's automatically going to see everything that you have on your media center, anything that you have that's a computer that's connected to your network.
Okay.
Okay, so it'll see the Mac stuff too.
Now, one of the things I've noticed about this that makes it a little cooler than some of like the media center extenders that I've seen out there is that the interface is a lot snappier. Like you don't get that feeling like you're pushing the button and waiting a second for something to happen. It seems like everything happens pretty quickly in this, right?
It's very, very quick, and it's really great. Okay,
very nice.
So here, just to give you an idea, it's saying content sources.
Okay.
So it's showing everything that you have here.
Okay.
Okay.
See, this is embarrassing because this is the machine that we keep all the naughty stuff on.
It's
supposed to be off the network, producer Dan.
Okay, so then
yes, don't pull that one.
I'm not pulling that one.
All right.
Okay.
Don't want anything embarrassing to happen.
So rented videos.
All right.
Okay, anything that would be rented is going to show up here.
Now,
so
when you say rented, what do you mean rented?
Okay. So if you rented something from Cinema Now, from Netflix, okay, it would download to a storage device that would be plugged in here.
Right.
Okay, and then from there, you'd be able to access it here and play whatever you rented.
So if you rent a movie on your PC, you can watch it.
You'd have to rent it off
through
of
this. Okay. All right. Gotcha.
Which you can do, through Cinema Now and of course Netflix.
Cool. Now Netflix wasn't part of the deal when you came through here last time, was it? That's new.
That's new.
That's awesome. Netflix is everywhere now.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay, and Cinema Now is part of Blockbuster.
Okay.
Okay, so they're both big.
Very cool.
Okay. All right. So let's see. Let's go back. All right, and do the video search. Okay, and of course this is through VTAP. Okay, so you want to search. All right, let's see.
Now this is searching multiple different video services, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Okay, so let's check Tina Fey again.
I love Tina Fey. She's my favorite. Absolute my favorite. So you just type it in there. So now this is able, and this auto completes your search as well, because I see on the right-hand side there.
The more you type, the more it sees.
Which is nice when you're typing with a remote control. It's very, very handy.
Yes.
Now, which services does VTAP search exactly? Is it just a ton of them, or is it just a few select services that VTAP looks at?
It basically goes through the internet and basically sees everything that's there.
Okay.
Okay, so, and then we're going to go from here, it'll go right into whatever the video is there, all right? So in this case, it's going to go into it, okay, and remember you can still scale. Remember you could scale the video down and scale it back up depending on what it is.
Very nice.
Okay, all right, but especially that is helpful if you're like at, say, YouTube, okay? Let's go to YouTube. Okay, now YouTube, you can still search the same way you can. You can also go into, like in my account, where you have your YouTube that you have.
Right.
Okay, I can go to my favorites, and it'll show my favorites.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, so in this case, you can watch the video. You can obviously increase the size, decrease the size.
Right.
Okay, and it's off of my favorites. All right, so let's go back. All right, another great thing that I love about this is, of course, it's got channels. All right, so let's go into the channels.
And these are the channels that you have subscribed to and that you've chosen, or these are just the YouTube channels.
Right. And for some reason, they're not coming up right now. Okay, let's see. Try one more time. Nope. YouTube must be having a problem with their
it's all right.
channels.
We'll just slice it.
Okay. All right. So then let's go down to popular websites.
Okay. Now, popular websites, this is going to bring up all of the different sources on the internet that are video centric. So you get all the Onion video content and all that stuff.
Okay, Play On, which has Hulu.
Okay.
Didn't do that yet. Sorry, I haven't done that yet. All right, so that has Hulu, and then of course, let me go to CNN or HBO. Okay, so it'll ask you, basically you can go to wherever you want. International, okay, most popular. And you could basically pick something there, okay? So then let's go back one more.
There's a real serious amount of content that you can get to through this thing, isn't there?
And pages.
I mean, you could literally sit here for all day long, and by the time you've gotten to the end, everything else is something brand new on there.
All right, more HBO, Big Love, okay.
It's always True Blood. Everything's True Blood. Everywhere I look, vampires.
That's my daughter's favorite thing.
Everything's vampires. Why?
Okay, so this kind of gives you an idea. You can see the HBO channel, which is great, okay? And obviously, what I love is there's so much more content than the last time I was here.
Absolutely, that's what I'm noticing. Like, this thing is just absolutely filled with websites.
NFL, ABC News, ESPN, PGA. You know, before, if you recall, there were a couple of pages.
Right.
I mean, it's
Now it
pages
just
and
keeps
pages
going.
and pages. Okay,
Lonely Girl 15? Yeah. Didn't know she was still working. Didn't know that.
And then, you know, which is really great. So you've got Sports Illustrated, Forbes, NBA, okay, which is cool. All right, so then...
Yeah, it just keeps going.
This is just amazing.
Yeah, it looks like you guys have pulled every single website that does video, except for ours,
TMZ.
into this.
You guys should be in this.
I agree. We have to write an email.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
So what else do we got on here? So we got tons of content, obviously from the obvious sites like YouTube and from Cinema Now and from Netflix, but then we also have access to literally dozens and dozens and dozens of other websites. TV. So this is actually live streaming stuff.
Yes, this is. Okay, so where do we want to go? Do you want to go to Europe?
I would like to go to Asia, please.
Asia, please.
Because I'd like to find an Asian game show. Those are kind of my favorite ones that are out there. Look at this. You got them all. Like, I don't even know what that says. That's how foreign it is. Can't even read it.
Well, let's see what comes up.
Can we find some Asian game shows, do you think? Oh, it's close.
Okay.
So you can just tune to live TV from anywhere in the world.
That's correct.
It's almost like having one of those old school giant satellite dishes in your backyard.
Well, yeah.
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 But a lot smaller and a lot cheaper.
Okay, and then of course there's Saudi Arabia.
Very cool.
And let's see. It's kind of cool, which is, you know, what I love is you can go to pretty much anywhere, which is neat.
Yep, and all 24 channel. Is that Kiefer Sutherland in that?
I don't know. Let's see.
Let's find out.
Let's see.
Probably not, though.
Probably not.
But they might. You never know. Kiefer might be so big overseas that he has his own channel.
Could be.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
Let's see what we got. Film, 24 hour. I don't know what that means. So you're able to literally see television from around the entire world. With one little box that hooks into your network at home, and you can watch it live.
What I love about it is you can be traveling anywhere.
That's totally not 24, by the way.
No, that's not.
Yeah.
That's not Kiefer? Okay.
And this is how foreign this is. Like, I don't know if you can hear the audio, right? Like, that's clearly not in English, and then it's subtitled. Not in English, too.
Which is cool.
It's not even subtitled in English.
Hey,
like, it's subtitled like a different Asian language. That's crazy, man. Cool.
Okay, so let's go to movies.
Now, this is one of my favorites. Movies on demand has become one of my deals. You know what I mean? Like I have started using. I've been using like the Xbox for it, but this makes it like even simpler than that. And this has access to even more content.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're in cinema now, and you can actually browse by basically the genre, new releases, or search. And what you would do is, you know, if you see something, say that you wanted to buy or rent, you could just click on it.
I love Matthew McConaughey.
So do
He's
I.
dreamy.
And then you could rent it here, and it would basically download. Okay, and then you would go back to where I showed you before, and you'd be able to watch it. Now you can also buy videos here.
Straight out, like not rentals, so you can watch it as many times as you want.
Yep.
So if I wanted to watch Matt, that's what I call him. Sorry, Matthew McConaughey. Hey, if I wanted to watch Matt, like I could just watch the same movie over and over for as long as I wanted.
Absolutely.
Nice.
And it's yours to own. And same thing, right here. So what you would do is you would go in.
It's one of my favorite pictures of him, by the way.
And then you'd buy it. So it's the same thing as buying it anywhere else. You'd buy it. You'd be able to play it. You know.
Very cool.
Okay. And let's go back. Let me see. Which is kind of cool. I love this. Okay, so then let's go back in.
So is it, whether you want to buy or rent, you just choose the buy one or the rent one?
Right.
All right.
Well, you just go into the buy or the rent one.
Gotcha.
Right, correct. Okay, so let me see. I'm trying to remember if it is. Oh, there's Netflix.
There we go.
Netflix is right there. Okay, and all you would have to do is basically go into your PC, register it, and you'd be able to go into your Netflix account.
And then you get access to your Netflix account as well?
Right.
Very cool.
Okay. And then let me see if we can get YouTube to work on their channels. Yeah.
There they are.
There we are. Okay, so of course you still have the same channels that you had with YouTube.
There we are. There's computer TV in there. There you go. You don't even know how that got there, do you?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
You know.
You don't even know how it got there, but there it is.
And the first one that comes up is a Netgear one.
There.
It's perfect, isn't it?
We set it up like that for you.
Absolutely. All right. Yeah, we're doing good, aren't we?
Yeah.
Okay, so then let's see. We obviously have, you know, American Idol. Okay. Living with Michael Jackson. America's Got Talent. Oh, I love
Which is way better than American Idol, by the way.
Yes.
Are you with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, you know.
It's got the Hoff, for God's sakes. It's what American Idol's been missing since the very beginning.
Kind of reminds me of Star Search. You remember that?
Oh yeah, but it's even better than Star Search.
It's even more amusing.
Yeah, America's Got Talent's the best show ever. Well, not ever, but it's up there.
Yeah, it's up there. And then of course the Netgear channel. Oh, I like that. And the CompUSA TV.
Gotta love it.
Yep. So you know, you basically can go in and watch all these channels, which is really cool, and you can see how to set up your Netgear wireless router, which is kind of cool too.
Very cool.
Okay. All right. So, and then of course Oprah TV, which we love.
I don't know if I do.
You know.
Can't get on board the Oprah train. But that's what's so good about this is you can watch whatever you want.
You can pick it.
Oprah can't take over. If you don't want to watch Oprah, just don't watch it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you go back, and we were talking about before, anything that is rented, okay, you would rent it, and you go in here. If you rented or purchased it, it would be here. Okay, so anything that you've rented would be in that selection, correct? All right, so then of course if you go into the home network, okay, it would be here.
Very nice.
And then anything that you'd plug up on the USB port would be here.
All right, so this is the drive that you actually have plugged in here.
Okay, so anything that I would have in that
so you just browse the normal folder structure like it has in there.
Right, and any movies that I have there would be showing up there. Okay?
Okay.
That are not, you know, rented movies. So you would be
So it really is all very easy to use. There's almost zero configuration involved at all. Really, you plug it in and you're off.
You're off and running.
Now,
it's so simple.
One of the other options with this, of course, is right now we have this hooked up to the actual Ethernet cable. If you don't have an Ethernet cable nearby, you can actually pick up a Netgear USB adapter, like this one right here, plug it into one of the USB ports on the back of it, and access your wireless network at home.
That's correct.
Through the USB connector,
through the USB
dongle.
Right.
Okay.
And it's pre-configured.
So you don't have to worry about so it's just going to jump. It pops up, and then you just enter your network information, and
it'll
you're
automatically
off.
see it, and there's a CD that's in the box, and it'll basically walk you through the setup.
Very cool. And how many USB ports does that have?
It has two.
Two. So you can keep this plugged in and plugged. So you can have wireless. Oh, did I unplug our screen?
That's okay.
Yeah,
I got it.
That's what I do. I'm good at screwing things up over here. Just ask the producer. Yeah.
Okay, so it's very easy. You can be set up in a matter of minutes. If they want this, it's an additional purchase.
Right.
You can also use Powerline if they did not want to be wireless.
Okay.
Okay, so Powerline AV, which you guys also sell.
Sure.
Not a problem. They can hook it up that way also.
So very easily with this thing, you
Right.
can check out all the stuff that's on your network at home.
Correct.
No matter how many computers you have on your
No matter
network,
how many
whatever's being
computers,
shared, it's
plays
all going to show up here.
Right, and it plays the most, most common codecs it's
Right.
going to play.
Real easy to browse YouTube by
Right.
channel, by whatever, by keyword,
Right.
search it. You can do it all.
Right.
You can get to every single popular website that provides video.
Right.
Literally.
Right.
Like there's like 100 of them in there.
Right.
You can get live internet TV even from Asia.
Correct.
We've determined, and also you can rent and download movies
From
on demand from
and
Netflix or Cinema Now.
Yeah.
All of that, and it's like in one little tiny box, and it's not even expensive.
No, it's
Yeah.
inexpensive and it's portable, so you could take this with you if you're, traveling.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, this would be
It's
great
great.
for a hotel room.
Oh, absolutely.
Because now what I've noticed in hotels now is that so many hotels now have HDMI ports that are sitting right there next
and they
to.
already have it pre-configured.
It's already
for you just to
pre-configured,
plug.
yeah. Like so many hotels now, there's an HDMI port sitting there, right there, like built into the
Right.
hutch or the desk or whatever. You just plug this thing in, and you have rather than paying $30 to rent a movie in your hotel room,
You've
you
already got it
can
right
play on
there.
YouTube.
Right.
It's very
Exactly.
cool. So
And
this is
you
all
really-
available now, right? This is
all
no longer
available now.
pre-production.
Correct.
This is on the market, and people can actually go
They
pick
can
this up.
actually order this right now.
Very cool.
Okay.
So one more time, it's called the Netgear EVA
2000 Digital Entertainer Live.
Digital Entertainer Live. Right there.
Right.
Remote control included, free
Remote
of charge.
controls, free of charge.
Very nice. Well, thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate it. Is there anything else you want to show us on this before we take up? Actually, let me unhook this really quick and show the camera guy how simple this really is.
Absolutely.
On the rear, and how easy this is to set up. This is actually everything right here. You've
right.
got two USB ports, which you can use to hook up your external hard drive or
Right.
flash drive or your wireless network connector. Any of
Correct.
that can be going in right here. You've got an audio output. So if you're
Correct.
not using the audio on HDMI,
You're using a composite component.
you can
Right.
plug this in. You've got an HDMI port, you've got your Ethernet and your power, and that's it. And to get this thing hooked up, you literally just plug in your power, plug in your Ethernet, plug in your HDMI, boom, you're ready to go.
Correct.
That's it. It's very cool. Very cool piece of gear. And if you want to leave one behind,
And
you're more than welcome to.
What I love-
I'm not going to.
oh, believe me, it's my
I won't go.
only
I won't go
one.
chasing you through the parking lot if
I'm
you leave
sure
one
you
behind.
won't.
Yeah.
Where's the? Oh, sorry. Just wanted to grab the HDMI. So, just so you can see, when we plug it back in, it immediately pops up and sees everything.
So this is
And
like
that's
this is
it.
like turning it on for the first time here.
Yep.
Gonna let people see what happens when you turn this bad boy on. How quickly it boots up.
That's it. That's all you do. You just plug those things in, and that's it.
And you're off to the races. Very cool. Well, thank you very much for coming by to show it to us. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
My
And
pleasure.
anytime you got some cool stuff, please come by and show it to us again, all right?
Absolutely. And if I could leave it, I would, but that's the only one I have.
Just leave it. That's what you said last time. Now it's in production. How do you only have one?
I only have one.
All right, thanks again. Appreciate it.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.